こんにちは、です。今回は私がオンライン英会話のCamblyを使ってグループレッスンですね、をただただ受けるだけの動画になります。はい。で、この前もね、グループレッスンの動画出したんですけれども、今回中国人の方とブラジル人の方と私と、あとネイティブの先生ですね、と4人で議論をしていくっていう、レッスンになっております。なので、私がどのように会話を進めたりとか議論したりするのかっていうところをですね、ちょっと参考にしていただくと嬉しいんじゃないかなっていうふうに思いますと。で、今回のグループレッスンのスクリプトはいつも通り公式 LINE でキーワードを入れるとダウンロードできるようになっています。今回はグループレッスンにしています。スペースなしでグループレッスンにしてますので、こちらでもし興味ある方はスクリプトもダウンロードして一緒に勉強してみてください。それではどうぞ。
Maybe we can quickly choose one topic that we can discuss about. So, Atsu, what do you think? Any of these topics stand out to you? Or anything else, if there's something
Anything else?
on your mind? Yeah. Any other topic that's on your mind?
Possibly English education in your country. What about that?
Oh, okay, very nice. All right. So maybe you can start us off and tell us a little about Japan, and then Emery and Julia could share.
So we start with very, very basic phrases like how are you, I'm fine, thank you, and you, like those very basic phrases. We never learn pronunciation, and usually people study to be prepared for the entrance exams for university, so they want to score well, but that's the ultimate goal. So they don't really have this intention of being capable of communicating in English, but they just cram all the grammar knowledge and vocabulary and stuff so that they can pass the exams. And as soon as they pass the exams, they vanish into thin air. They don't really care about English. That's how everything is set up. It's pretty bad because we study taking quite a lot of time, but we end up not being able to speak English. And at the end of the day, I think English is a communication tool which should be used in communication. But I think how we study kind of defeats the actual purpose of learning English. So a little bit sad, but it is what it is. So I've been trying to change it by posting videos that are a little bit more practical, so I can change their mindset and how they study English through my YouTube channel.
Very cool. I can definitely hear the Australian accent coming through from time to time.
You think? Thanks for saying that. That's a compliment for me.
Oh yeah, your English sounds great. Emery, what about you? How is the English education system in China?
I think China, like what Atsu said, I think China and Japan share similarities in English education. English is a compulsory subject in our whole education system, not only in elementary school but also middle school, high school. You have to learn English, but also I assume that it is mainly learned for tests, preparing for different tests, or you have to pass it for get into the college, etc. But when you really using it, in universities, students try to take different English exams, IELTS, TOEFL, but the truth is, it turns out that they reached high scores in listening and reading, but in writing and speaking, the scores is not very high. I think it's the common problem exists in China. I don't know other countries, but I think it may share similarities in the East Asia area. That's what I think is not very good. If you're only learning English for this test purpose, you can't really learn it, or you cannot make it become a communicative tool. Since I learn different languages, I know how important it is to practice in real life communicating with natives etc. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Great. I'm so sorry, my dogs are barking, so I'll just quickly ask Julia to share.
Yeah, that's so interesting. In Brazil, we never, like, many people don't even know what is IELTS, TOEFL, that kind of exam. We don't use it for universities. I guess you would use it like if you want to go to work in another country or something like that, then they would ask you, and then people start preparing. So I think like 3% of Brazilians speak English. It's very low. And it's a lot of people, so 3% is very low. So we do have English in public schools, like you are learning since you were a child, but it's just very basic. Children start learning colors and then a little bit numbers, 1 to 10, and then some animals, and that's kind of it. They keep doing that, and then when you move on to primary school, you start learning a little bit about verb to be, and then you keep learning that to high school, because I don't know how nobody learns. I think it's because so few people speak English that they try to teach something the teachers don't know really well. They know some, so they try to pass on what they know, but it's not a lot. And the students know even less, so yeah, it's complicated. And so people start wanting to learn when they think, oh, okay, maybe I'll go live in another country or go on vacation. So then they try to learn English. So it's later in life. It's hard.
Yeah, I've picked that up also from the Cambly classes. Many people have a reason, like a very clear reason that they want to learn English. I want to move to Canada, or I want to get a job in an international company. It's very, very purposeful English studying,